If there's one thing Sonic has taught me, it's to always keep moving forward. As Sonic continues running forward, one of the coolest things I've noticed lately is how he keeps being a shining icon for generations of people of different ages. From the 1990s to the 2020s, there's a variety of people into Sonic with more still popping up. The growth of the franchise shouldn't be too surprising for those that have been following the Blue Blur's record lately. While the franchise went through a bit of a rough period and people thought the Hedgehog was done and out in the 2010s, he kept going and proved everyone wrong. Things changed a lot with the first Sonic movie in 2020, a movie that originally had everything stacked against it, but managed to turn things around and become a success. The Sonic movie series has 3 films and 1 TV show and is a billion-dollar franchise. The movies have largely helped push Sonic back into the consciousness of many around the world, and now he's looking bigger than ever. But okay, credit where credit is due, the games have also played a big part too. I think a lot of fans tend to undermine the serious success that Sonic Frontiers is in favor of putting the movies on a pedestal as the only saviors of the franchise. Both the movies and games have worked together to really turn things around. You're probably familiar with the fact that Sonic was having a rough time in the 2010s with his games. What started as a strong decade quickly started to spiral out of control. The situation was so dire that upon reflection, even the head of Sonic team in a recent interview mentioned the fact that he was worried the brand wouldn't survive much longer if something different wasn't done. It's what makes the success story of Sonic Frontiers so good to see. A game that followed in the similar footsteps as the first Sonic movie, with having what felt like everything stacked against it, but persevering and triumphing in the end. Sonic Frontiers being a bold new direction for the franchise came out in 2022, and now sits at an impressive 4.5 million sales, a monumental achievement for a franchise showing that yet again, despite things looking over, Sonic still has it in him to prove everyone wrong and keep going. Frontiers had his own share of development issues, that's obvious to see in the final product, but it's that perseverance to keep going that has paid off, with us seeing even more higher quality games, such as the critically acclaimed Shadow Generations and the upcoming Sonic Racing Cross Worlds that genuinely may top Mario Kart World as the best racing game of 2025. I bring this all up because despite mentioning it before in my first video about there being an overload of Sonic stuff left and right, I failed to acknowledge the impact this all has had on the growth of the fanbase. How not giving up has paid off with a surge of new fans joining along. I've seen many people these past few years mentioning how they got into Sonic thanks to the movies or recent games, and wanted to consume as much Sonic material as they possibly can. And it's this nice feeling that I get as a longtime Sonic fan when I see all these new fans around thanks to the hard work and dedication those around have put into making things better. I mentioned my younger cousin in my very first video and how he's a huge Sonic fan himself and loves reading the IDW Sonic comics. He wanted to star in one of my videos, and I found it to be a good opportunity to bring him on board for a mini interview and listen to his thoughts as a newer fan. So here's the recorded stuff we did beforehand as we talked about why Shadow is the coolest and what Sonic means to him. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about why Shadow the Hedgehog is the coolest character ever, and I'm going to be talking about him along with a special guest, my younger cousin.
Hey guys, I'm Robbie, and soon I'm going to be a YouTuber. I can't wait to talk about why Shadow's the coolest.
Yeah, you are. Thanks for joining me today, Robbie.
The nickname I like to go by is Shadow.
So Shadow, our favorite black and red hedgehog, the ultimate life form. He has the coolest abilities ever, like the power to stop time with chaos control.
Another power that Shadow has is Chaos Blast. I mean, it's phenomenal how much energy he has to attack enemies.
Yeah, his Chaos Blast is so cool to see. Another thing I like about Shadow is how he fights. He has so many cool fight scenes. One of my favorites is him beating up Infinite in Sonic Forces.
And Shadow clashing with Sonic? I mean, how is our blue hedgehog rival supposed to keep up? Some people thought Sonic was the fastest hedgehog, but when Shadow came in, he made Sonic look like the faker.
Yeah, I agree. Is Sonic really comparing himself to him? Huh, Sonic is even good enough to be his fake. One last thing I love about Shadow is his backstory.
Yeah, his backstory was sad, and him losing Maria, I mean, I would have been upset if I lost someone too.
Yeah, him losing Maria hurts a lot, but I love that Shadow grows as a person and he fights to keep Maria's wish in his heart. Her wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy, that is. So with the success of the Sonic movies, many new people have gotten more into the series and become fans of the many popular characters. Tell me, Shadow, what do you like about the Sonic series?
I like the games and the stories. They're really cool. I really like the Sonic Adventure games.
Yeah, I like the adventure games too. I grew up with them. It's cool to see the games from my childhood are still enjoyable today. Also know that you're really into the Sonic comics. It's cool to see that those are still going today. Final question for you, Shad. What does Sonic mean to you?
Well, through all the generations of Sonic and his friends, it means to me to never give up and be brave. I always will be there for you.
As this franchise keeps running forward with steady momentum, I think it's cool to see the passion for the blue blur still exists within us all, and the series means different things to us. I just wanted him to experience the YouTube making life for a bit as he someday prepares to make his own YouTube videos. If my little interview with my fellow Sonic crazed cousin made me see anything, it's a reassuring feeling that Sonic has a long history in front of him. No matter what troubles may show up in the future for the franchise, Sonic will overcome it. And not just that, but he'll still manage to inspire us all to be the best that we can be. I'm truly glad to see the current state of the franchise. The lesson across generations that Sonic keeps teaching is when things start to look down, don't give up. Things will get better. Keep moving forward.